Then share screens, go here. I'm going to, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here, and I finished that references one I was doing. And then substances, I was telling you about, if you do something like ibuprofen, that's in your question, you do a structure search for ibuprofen. I just want to explain to you that I will take, if you put the RN number and then import the structure into that chem draw, that will be fine too. If you don't, it takes a lot of patience to learn how to draw the exact structure. So a lot of times SciFinder N or SciFinder will give you the choice of putting in a RN number, and you can find the RN number easily. That's what I'm going to take you now to do, okay? Find the RN number and import that structure into the ChemDraw, that board that they have, and then just you can download it or copy and paste it into the answer set. That will be fine too, okay? So let me go to structure search. CS draw. This is where it will show you, and then it tells you to enter the registry number. I was going to enter this, which is aspirin, which is right here, 50782, right? 50782. And then I will do this. And see, it gave me the structure for aspirin. So what I'm saying is, I don't expect you to draw it individually because it's going to be too hard right now because of the confusion with both SciFinder and SciFinder N. And if you have access only to SciFinder N, it's going to be harder. So I think the best thing for us now would be to just copy and paste and then send it to me, okay? Or you can just tell me how you did the search and then send it to me, and then I will take that because I understand it's getting ridiculous. So
Well, the art,
go ahead.
the code that you're talking about, is that something that we have to look up?
The RN number?
Yeah.
Yes. RN number, that's where I'm going to take you next. The easiest way to find RN number is in a database that I'm going to take you next. Okay, you can go through Google for that. You can do the RN number searching by putting the substance number in SciFinder, like here. I'll take you back one. And then what I'll do is I'll take you, sign in. There, again, we are in trouble now. Let me do this again, log in with. SciFinder returning is. Okay, here, if you put the substance, it's ibuprofen, say, right? You put in the substance number, name, ibuprofen, and then you do the search, right? I'll move you there. Okay. And then, can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then from here, any one of them, if you took at metabolism of ibuprofen, there'll be an RN number right here that you can go to. Okay. And then you can look at this and it will give you the RN number on this page itself. And if you don't find it, see, it gives you ibuprofen 1568271. That is the RN number. Okay. In that format, if it is there, that means it's the RN number. So you can take this and put it in there.
So we take the first one, not the other ones on the bottom.
Yeah, there's either one, anyone is fine. As long as you can take it from here, you can take it from there. But if you look at this, it gives you different numbers for ibuprofen. Why is that? That's because these
Different
are,
isomers.
go ahead.
Different isomers.
Right. These are different. There is one synthetic, all synthetic drugs are here, right? And then some of them are naturally formed ibuprofen that has that original CARN number, okay? But the others that are made in the lab synthetically, they have different numbers because they're made, they have a different structure, kind of. See, if you look at the structure, it's identical, but it has a different number because it's made differently. And you see this cone-shaped thing there? That is the it's that stereoisomer thing that we talked about, the R and S. Ibuprofen has two, right? Racemics, R and S, and R is the one that is the one that is has the effect of reducing temperature and all, and the painkiller is different from the one that does not do that. In some cases, it has an adverse effect, and Matt knows which one that was. That was in the 50s. They had a drug for morning sickness for pregnant women, and that drug, it was a mixture of two racings, and then one of them was really harmful to the fetus, and they had babies that were born with disorders. So you cannot, because they are part of the same drug, racings, you cannot assume that they are harmless. They can cause harm. So it's very important that you remember that in looking for stereoisomers and realizing which one is the harmful, which one is not, and be careful about that. The ibuprofen and all the NSAIDs that they're called, NSAIDs, that's what it's called, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. That aspirin is one of them. It is a non-steroid drug. And so if you look at the structure of all of this, you don't have to do it through ChemDraw, but if you look at it from SciFinder N, you will see there is some kind of a pattern of how these evolving salts of all these NSAIDs is made. And that's why I wanted you to see for each one of them. And there's a thesis that I have included in your reading. If you have time, read it. Otherwise, you don't have to. But it's something that I found interesting, how you can see the evolution of all these drugs based on replacement of one or two structures in that original structure that they have for ibuprofen. I thought that was interesting, but that's me. You don't have to look at that. But I think I asked you that question, but think the best you can and answer that. It can be very short. It doesn't have to be pages, not like your reflections, okay? Then when the other place that I want you to go is, I forget the name of it. It's a ChemSpider. That's a free database by the Royal Society of Chemistry. That's in London, England. So when I do go there, and then I'm looking for something, the easiest way I can do is find by substance. I can say ibuprofen here, right? And then if I do a search, it will give me all of this, right? Ibuprofen found by approved synonyms. These are all the synonyms also. Every drug has a lot of synonyms, but I won't worry about that. Look at first one here. And this should give you all of this will give you the molecular formula and all of the structural formula, 2D, and then in 3D. 3D is important to know because you will see that they are not in one plane. The 3D effect will tell you that they're all connected on different planes. You see that? This is not like a 2D structure. This is a 3D structure. So it looks totally different because then you can rotate it. See? When you rotate it, you see that it's on different planes. It's not on flat. It has some kind of a different 3D effect on it. So a lot of times when you look at structures on a textbook page, you don't realize these are not on one level, not one flat level. They are on different planes. And that's why I wanted to show you this one, how you can turn it and see how they go on different planes. And then that will be explained in your chemistry, basic chemistry, orbitals, all of that, the octet rule, 8 electrons for filling up the outside, the orbit of the electronic structure. Anyway, I don't want to go in there. You already know about it, so I'm not going to talk about it and confuse you more. But this is where I would go to find the easily for the Rn number. Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you. And then if you want, it gives you other thing. And in SciFinder too, when you look for something, it will give you the spectra. In the next question, you will have about NMR spectra, all these different kinds of ways of measuring the spectra of, and why is spectra important? To identify the structure. And if there's a new compound that has come up, this is where they do to look for the spectra and then identify that particular chemical based on the wavelengths that they emit. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I just wanted to show you ChemFinder because instead of going through a lot of steps to look for Rn number, go to SciFinder. I mean, go to ChemFinder and then you'll find it easily. Any other questions you have?
No, that explained it a bit for me.
Beg your pardon?
Go ahead, Mel.
Oh, sorry. I'm just still having a hard time creating that account because I'm telling you that it's giving me I sent you a picture of what the screen shows.
That's okay. What I will do is I'll send you the place to go and ask for it's help at cas.org. That's where you need.
Okay. And then I did have a question because it's showing online that everything is due tomorrow. Is that going to be an extension to that or?
Everything that was, like the weeks before somebody had asked, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of tests and assessments were opened up so that you could complete it. I don't know if it was you or somebody else who asked for it.
Okay, I'm already on the assessments 6, and then I have the other ones, but I wasn't sure because all those are showing that they're due tomorrow as well.
Yeah, starting from 1 to 5, but then if you want more time for this one, I'll just increase, make it for next week. But then remember your structure search and this will be next week.
Next week, okay.
All the new stuff you put in, will that still be due tomorrow?
That's the structure searches will be due next week. The rest one, the video one, the SciFinder 5, 6, 7, I think that will be due tomorrow. But if you need more time, tell me. It can go next week.
Okay. Okay.
I'll go and change it to next week. You guys are having a hard time. And then I also asked you if you want me to come to Governor State University and walk through the process in person. That I can do too, but you have to tell me, then I have to take the day off to come. And I need all of you in one place at one time. which is more convenient, this Zoom session or coming in person?
If it's in
I can-
person, I could do on Monday.
No, I can't do individually. I'm going to take the day off, right? So if all
My-
5 of you can come at one
Work for
time,
you
that'll be
guys.
good. You decide amongst yourself and email me
Okay.
when you want to meet.
Okay, sounds good.
Then I will.
I'm
be
my
there.
own boss, so I'm pretty flexible as far as giving myself a day off, so I can accommodate to whatever day you guys can work with.
Oh, okay.
So just let me know and then I will plan accordingly. And then I will give you more time for these till the following week. That means 23rd. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, till 23rd. And then I hope in the meantime, you will have more practice doing these. And then I've made the structure searches very easy for you. Just put in the RN number and then tell me you did that and that'll be fine. If you cannot copy paste it or download it, I know there's a big process that was there for SciFinder. I don't know what SciFinder, and if I find the process, I will send it to you. How to download it to your computer and then send me as a file or attach the file there in the answer set. If you can figure it out, fine. If not, that's fine too. Just tell me you did it.
Okay.
And if I find it easily, I will send it to you. If it's a big process, then forget it. You're going to be more confused then, you know. So I will, it's something that you have to learn on your own. I'm just giving you the basics of how to do. And then very few people are going to draw the structure because unless you're in final year of your chemistry major, I don't think you'll be required to do that. And then Dr. Sova will teach you how to do that. There's a course that he teaches. So I think you wait for that and then learn how to do it the way he shows you to.
Okay.
And what else? I found that this was an update to the requirements by the American Chemical Society for credentialing Governor State University's bachelor's program in chemistry as being, you know, sanctioned by, I mean, sanctified by the ACS. So to get that, we had to add this to the course. So it wasn't there 4 years ago. It started 3 years ago. So it's something that is expected of you. And so we are putting it in there, okay? But I grade everything very leniently because I know that it's going to be hard to understand because these concepts are all abstract. Like I showed you the 3D diagram of the search, you know, for the structure. Nobody thinks that is in 3D. There are different planes that these atoms exist. And how the reaction happens is because of the bonds that are there. Some bonds are easily broken, some bonds are not. Depending upon that, the reaction takes place. And that's all you need to know why structure searching is important. And then in your later, if you're going to be a chemist and work in a pharmaceutical industry, then it'll be different. You'll have to learn how to do this by substitution, you know, how if you remove one part and substitute it with something else, what happens? Because the example is with aspirin. It is acetyl salicylic acid, right? So it's a salt. So the manufacturing of aspirin is done by adding salt to a base and then you get aspirin. So, and because of that, it has different synonyms. You'll find the same thing with ibuprofen. It has a lot of synonyms. If you look at the synonyms in the database or in SciFinder on that RN number, on that same page where you found the RN number, If you click on the RN number, you will find on that page, let me go there, that there is a lot of, if you look at ibuprofen, here, substance use. What did I do here? Go there. See other names and identifiers. This is where you will find the other names. And then in one of this, I've asked you to let me know how the synonym can explain to you what the structure can be. So if that's fine. This is something that I was thinking about. Hydroxy, ibuprofen, OH, these are different kinds of the same substance, but it has different names. And then in the experimental spectra, that is where you're going to find the information about, this is from NMR, proton NMR. There are different kinds of experimental spectra to be done, that. So depends upon what instrument you're using to get the spectra, okay? That will give you the different spectra. Let's look at it here. And you have to learn how to read the spectra first, but that will come in your classes. I don't know if you have done that, but that is what next week's assignment is going to be on the data that you're going to be looking at. What else? What did I? Okay. Any other questions on this?
Not for me.
Anybody else?
No, not at the moment.
No.
Okay. You can always text me. My phone is working now. It got hacked, so I had to stop everything. But now it's fine. So if you have any questions, just text me, and then I will go from there. And then don't forget that I need to know when all of you are together in one place, because I'm not going to do it individually. That takes too much of my time. Okay.
Yeah.
And so based on that, give me some indication how your classes are during the weekdays, so we can all meet, together.
Okay.
And
We'll text each other and figure out 2 or 3 of the best options for us, and then we'll send it to you, and we'll go
Okay.
from there.
yeah, for me, Saturday is better, but but I don't know if you can come to Governor State University to do that. So If I work Monday to Friday, then Saturday I don't have to take the day off.
I would just need like a week of a notice for a Saturday.
Next Saturday?
Next Saturday?
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm increasing, I'm extending the due dates to
could it be, what time would it be next Saturday?
you tell me. I'm
Could we do around like a 1?
1 o'clock? Yeah, for me
Yeah.
it's fine. For what about the others?
I can do that.
Is that through in person or Zoom?
In person.
Yeah, that should be fine with me.
And where shall we meet? That's the question. Let me see if I can remember the password to that office there. And then if I can, or somebody will open it for me. In the chemistry section, there is a place where all the, I want to say adjunct faculty sit. Do you know where that is? The first office
No.
is where the secretary is, if you turn back, and then the first room on the right, that is where all the adjuncts are. So if I can get there, that'll be fine. See, that's a problem. I could go to the library, but then we'll be loud.
Is there a room in the library where we could go and have the meeting?
That I don't know. I haven't been to that library in 4 years, so I don't know what is there.
Oh, wow.
So we'll have to think what to do, where to meet. Let me think about it. And then I will find out if.
Or
we
if
can
not,
really-
if a weekday works better for you, I could also do a weekday.
It doesn't matter. The place is a problem either way, right?
Oh, okay.
Whether it's weekend or weekday, it doesn't matter, because I had to make sure I have a place to go and teach you how to do this. In fact, Saturday is better because other classes will not be there and other adjuncts will not be there. So if I can come in there, then it'll basically me alone and the computer. So it should be okay. But I'll check with the department chair first, and then let
Okay.
you know. But tentatively 1 o'clock next Saturday.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Next Saturday
Alright.
is what, 22nd?
Next Saturday is 22nd. Yeah.
Yeah. So next Saturday is when we'll meet. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So that's good. And then as you do your assignments and you come across problems, bring that there and then we'll solve it together. If one has a problem, everybody has the problem. So we'll solve everybody's problem at one time. Okay. I'll be there at 1 o'clock next Saturday.
Excellent. Well, thank
Okay.
you for your time. Definitely appreciate it.
Welcome. And then I hope everything works smoothly. And then who was it? Was it Ivy or Valentina who had the problem with getting into SciFinder?
It's Valentina.
Okay. So check with the help at cas.org. And then if you don't hear from them, we'll do it in person on Saturday, next Saturday.
Okay then.
Okay. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.